It's henna time. I'm starting to get a root situation. Also, I'm going to be doing outreach in a week or so. It is very, very interesting to me that my husband died the same day I started the Bible handouts on the anniversary, the 11th anniversary of my first Bible handout. Ron passed. So very, very interesting on the timing there, Lord. So, anyways, I definitely want to do something like the first week of March. So I like to, dress up a little for the recipients. I got some hair oils here. I got my bonnet, and I got the henna. So I thought I would show you how I do the henna. This is my Pyrex. I use it only for doing henna. This is black tea. I made 2 cups of it with 5 tea bags. Just the cheap, generic, like $1 for 100 tea bags. And this is apple cider vinegar, generic brand, about a half a cup. There is the henna. Now I'm going to dig around here and see what I have. An amla. You need the amla too. I'm going to take that out. Yeah, I got this one. Okay, I'm definitely going to use this. So what I need to decide is how much henna I'm going to make. I think what I'm going to do is this and this together. Now, what I like to do with it is put the liquid in first. So, I'm going to put in a cup of the black tea, the apple cider vinegar, and I'm going to turn this around so you can see what I'm doing. Hopefully this works. Okay, now this is amla. It helps with conditioning. It also helps with curl, and it moderates the color a little bit so it's not quite as orange. Now, because I have a lot of gray, I'm always going to have a lot of orange when I do the henna, which is fine. I like it, but so I like to do 2 tablespoons of the amla. So there's the amla. It's Indian gooseberry. So it's basically like a dried fruit here. So, and then this is some leftover henna from something I did. This came in a box. I think it was from Pakistan. It had a nice baby with red hair on it. I've got a little bit here, so I'm just going to dump that in. And I get all mine at an import market that's not far from my house, run by a very nice family. It's halal. So that's the one place I don't share the gospel. I pray for them, but that's about it. It's part of my recipients, but I don't like do anything in the store. But I hope I did give them a good review because they deserve it, and they're good people, and it's really good products. So I want them to stay open. So that's that. And then I'm going to do this one because it's a little older. I had some scissors in here, but I don't see them. So, my teeth. Yeah. This is really tough. There we go. And this is a good brand. I've never had a speck of trouble with this brand. So, it's not too expensive either. This was $4 at the import market. Some of that stuff online is like $20 plus shipping, And, you got to do this every month or so. And what I do is as I'm adding, I'm stirring it. I want it pretty thick because the amla will actually kind of loosen it up a little over time. And that's why I made extra tea if I need it. And it looks like I will. And worst case, I can just add some water. The water is not going to hurt it. So that's all the tea right there. So, and I would rather make more and then I can just freeze it. You can freeze henna once you've made it. And just thaw it out the next time you want it and put it on. It's good for like a root touch-up if you don't have a lot. And then, but I don't want to run out. I ran out once and, you know, it was awkward, so. Alright, so. Now this was 5 ounces. The other one was about 6. So this is basically going to be like 2 root treatments or 1 whole treatment. Now, the whole length is fine. The color. Here, I'm going to show you. See, this is too powdery. I need more water. So, just going to add a little bit because I don't want it too runny. Okay. And sometimes if I just let it sit, it'll moisten up. Yeah, let me get this going again. And that ought to be better. And yeah, this will be fine. So I want it pretty thick. I don't like it runny. I don't like doing a henna treatment. It's running down my neck and, you know, in my face. And, you know, it's very... And now, it's just me at home doing this. But Ron would not have liked the smell. It doesn't have a bad smell, but it's kind of, you know, a little weird. So, yeah, this... It looks too dry here, but my experience says, now look, I see I got a little here. Yeah, you can see it's already coloring it. So my experience says this is plenty right here. Now I'm going to put away my henna box, for lack of a better word. I have a little storage box here. And I just spilled water all over the floor. But that's okay, it's just water. I'm gonna clean it up though because it's a tile floor and I don't want to slip. So, this looks a little dry, but it's going to moisten up and I don't want it too gooey. So all I need to do is wrap it up. Now what I'm going to do is I like to add a little essential oil to it just to kind of help with the color. It does help. This is tea tree oil. Since I work retail, I ride public transit. Tea tree is good for the immune system. This will not hurt one bit. So, although it is, in my opinion, the kind of thing you want to do if you're going to be home alone, because it is kind of strong. Loud, what some of my recipients would say. It's loud. So, yeah, this is good. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of mush it up a little. Now, get rid of this. And get rid of this. I have found to take a clean as you go approach to be the best. Now this, with my hair, I did just a clarifying shampoo today and that is it. And then it's going to dry about the same time this is ready. I like to give this 4 or 5 hours and to develop, and then I'm going to apply it and give it 4 or 5 hours on my head. So this is kind of a whole day thing for me. But I'm single. I've got the day off. I can do this. So I'm going to wrap this up in plastic and put it off to the side. I just let it develop The nice thing about my cats, they're not going to bother this. I'm just going to tie it up in a plastic bag.